Hey, what is up, YouTube? Andrew Rooney here, full-time drummer and drum teacher based right here in Auckland, New Zealand. We're back with some more Pantera. Now, just to recap, up until this point, I started with Regular People. Then I went to Walk, and I gotta say, hugely impressed. Pantera's a band, like so many bands that are featured on this channel, like I guess Black Sabbath, especially Slipknot, Sabbath. Groups that I just, for whatever reason, I kind of avoided them. I knew about them, but I just avoided them. Pantera, add it to the list, and man, they're not really what I thought they are. They're far more in my wheelhouse than I would have expected. I do think that this is the most requested Pantera song that I get on this channel since starting to do a few Pantera songs, not that long ago. First one 3 months ago. And in fact, right at the moment, this might actually be the most requested song in general on the channel. Guys, we are going to get straight into it. Remember, original video link, as always, in the description of each of my videos. Please go and check out the song without this bold Kiwi talking all over it. Now, I'm not going to stop the song. I'm going to make notes. Then we're going to compare notes at the end. See you then. Drums, everything.
A long time ago, I never knew
upside. Look out.
In the memory of stadium burning scale. No more the small one, the weak one, the frightened one, running, forbidden, deflated. I'm becoming more than a man.
Is that it?
That's what she said.
You're kidding me.
That's what she said.
That cannot be it.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
That's what she said.
Okay. Okay. I can see why this one was requested. That snare intro. Oh man, I gotta. Just the sound on that snare intro. Da 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 da. Let's go back to the start. Da 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 da. Ah, no. Da-da-dun, 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 da-da. And then that double kick just drops into that double kick groove. Absolutely amazing. That kick sound. Oh my God. Look, I've been really open and transparent on the channel. I'm not a double kick player. All this metal and really heavier stuff is new to me. This doesn't sound, a little bit like Slipknot, a little bit like Sabbath, and I mean, another one that just springs to mind off the top of my head, Opeth. A lot of this heavier or metal stuff now does not sound too heavy. Like my palate is really changed. That just kills. And the groove, man, when they get to the halftime groove, I mean, look out in terms of pocket. Wow. Where's this pocket? What? Da-na, da-da-na, da-da-na-na. Now, if we go back to the start of that bit, listen to how empty VINNIE leaves the groove. It is literally just a halftime groove, one kick, one snare. Listen to how empty it is, and then he starts filling it up. Now he starts building up, crashes, splashes, starts adding in splashes, starts adding in extra kick drums. Now what we've got here is someone who is aware of the tension and release elements of music. Well, we've got a whole band who's aware of that because we've got whole other elements coming in. This sounds a bit more produced than the other stuff. Now what was that first one? That was from Vulgar Display of Power. Now what is the timeline of the albums here? Because this sounds a bit more produced. This sounds a bit bigger, a bit sludgier, and a bit heavier to me. I mean, I really like the other one as well, but okay, so they were right after each other. I've definitely heard of Cowboys from Hell as well. I've definitely heard that name. I even remember that name from when I was at school and people, were throwing that CD around, that CD. There you go. That's how old we are. And I remember it around. I remember all three of these album names: Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power, Far Beyond Driven. Great Southern Trendkill. I have heard that name before. The other ones, I don't think so. Well, we're going way back to 1983. Really? Wow. Okay. So these were in quite close, proximity in terms of release. 2 years apart. From Cowboys from Hell to Vulgar Display of Power. I feel like there's a bit of a sound production difference here, though. It feels a bit thicker, a bit wider, like a little bit more produced, but not in a bad way. I'm cool with that. It sounds great to me. The ride bell, just when he goes to the ride bell, I made a note here, 52 seconds. You just cannot beat a good ride bell. Now, what are we rocking here? I bet he's rocking a Paiste power bell something, raw bell, because it's just a glorious bell sound. Let's have a listen again. Oh, kidding. Dive bombs on the guitar. Got that bass drop there. It's got a little bit of a. When was Korn around?
How dare you?
Korn was after this, right? Because it sounded like it had like that bass pad, that bass drop. But Korn was after this, right?
5 minutes later.
Okay, Korn is an American nu metal band from Bakersfield, California, originally formed in 1993. Okay, now I'm not saying Korn is copying Pantera, and I'm not saying Pantera is copying Korn, obviously, because Korn was after Pantera. But just trying to, I mean, it's not really, is that a typical element in like, I don't know, I wouldn't call this nu metal. Look, I want to avoid genre because people get really fired up, you know.
How dare you?
Right, Greta? Right? People get really fired up if you start talking genre, and you know, and rightly so. Rightly so. Absolutely bloody well fair enough that you can get fired up about your band and go,
Who's this kind of chilly hoodie talking about nu metal, Pantera?
but I guess what I'm saying is like, was it normal to have like a sort of like a bass drop? I mean, what was that all about? I don't know. Maybe it was just a 5-string bass thing. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. I can just hear like a big bass drop, and I just thought Korn. Instantly, I just thought Korn. Correct me. Let me know in the comment section where that's come from. And also, just an error thing with the guitar solos. Those guitar hits remind me of Rage Against the Machine. Now, looking at the timeline again, 1992, this would be right in the sweet spot for right in around that first Rage Against the Machine album, which I believe was 1991. And the solo, actually the guitar solo, instead I thought, oh, that's actually it's not a million miles away at all from a Tom Morello solo. Again, like the Korn reference, I'm not saying he's copying Tom Morello. I'm just saying, you know, you can't help it. There's influence, there's style, there's things happening in the scene. People are hearing this, and there's a lot of mutual respect amongst bands. I mean, even, you know, being on tour with people, playing at a big festival like a Lollapalooza or whatever, and, you know, you see a band and you're like really inspired. You know, I've heard plenty of stories about this, people getting inspired by different bands, and, you know, let's incorporate some of that. So again, let me know in the comments, sort of, I don't even know what I'm asking here, like the evolution of the band. Do you feel like there's an evolution of the band even between those 2 years? In saying all this, I'm making a lot of guesses and potential accusations, but I don't know. I mean, I've only listened to 3 Pantera songs in my life, so I'm just going off what I've heard and my frames of reference, you know, groups like Korn or Rage Against the Machine. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of that. Like in that first one that I did, you know, I was hearing like a little bit of like an early Metallica influence. And again, people are going to get fired up. Some people are going to get fired up. Other people, they're going to say, well, yeah, I mean, Metallica were they were like the thrash heavy gods of the time. You know, you couldn't help but be influenced. And that's okay. We're all influenced by someone. Whether you know it or not, we are all influenced by someone on our instrument. Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of you out there have requested this song. And I gotta say, this is good stuff. I love the groove. I love the pocket. Pantera, again, like Slipknot, like Black Sabbath, this is not what I expected. I expected more screamy. I don't know why. I expected like a more screamy, really heavy, dark sort of thing. This is just like groovy, sludgy, and almost in sort of the heavier grunge, like if we looked at the Alice in Chains end of the grunge spectrum, you know, just a little bit higher up on the extreme level than that, but not that far. Although not really singing, the vocal style separates it, and I don't know where we place it again genre-wise with those type of vocals. Man, a really long and rambling video here, but I absolutely adore that. Absolutely love it. 11 out of 10 on my Spinal Tap scale. Remember guys, original video link as always in the description of each of my videos. Please do go along, check it out, support the artist. And while you're there, while you're feeling frisky, if you are enjoying this channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, and leaving a comment. It really does help me out. And if you, yes, you have a reaction request that you definitely want to guarantee gets on this channel, the only way I can guarantee a request at this point is via the PayPal link. And that's just to say thank you to the people who do support the channel. I do also have a Patreon. It's just $5 a month. And through that, you get access to the blocked videos. Remember, as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a full and free 30-day trial over at DRUMEO. Go learn from the world's best drummers and drum teachers. On me, for free. Go get it. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and hit me in the comments with the next Pantera track that I need to check out. Guys, until next time, take it easy. Keep chopping wood. Ciao.